cruel if I say boo. Anything you do is cruel. You are just cruel in general. Hey, that's not a very nice thing to say about yourself. You should practice self love. Yeah, self love. Ooh. That would do you some good. And by the way, this whole running adventure of yours and pretending like I'm chasing you looks super thrilling, but it makes no sense. How can you run away from yourself? What do you think I'm trying to do? I can't keep listening to you and arguing with myself all the time. And I'm telling you, that conflict isn't going to end until you deal with this problem and accept what happened. I know she's gone and she's not coming back. But you need to come to terms with that, process how you actually feel, and move on. Yeah, because that's so easy. By the way, it's not like you should be arguing with yourself. It would be much better if we had a peaceful solution with no dissonance. Eh, Wow, how nice of you to say. Like that already wasn't so obvious. It's just that you're being stubborn about this and you think that repressing everything is the idea of the century. I'm just trying to convince you that it is a good idea to talk about your feelings instead of bottling them all up. I don't have the time or the energy to be doing that right now. I'm busy trying to get on with the rest of my life, which I'm telling you is not going to happen unless you stop pretending like everything is fine and you're not actually severely bothered. At least be honest with yourself. I am being honest with myself, and it seriously isn't a big deal at all. And everything will be okay eventually. Yeah, eventually. Oh my god. Good morning. Why are you always creeping up on me, man? Just listen to yourself. I'm you. How can I creep up on you? You obviously don't even want to think about this, and you're hoping that everything stays all calm and quiet up in there. And that's why you get scared every time a thought about this even enters your head. Yeah, that sounds about accurate. You know, it could be way worse. What could possibly be worse than this? I mean, your coping mechanisms. We've got a relatively great system going on right now. How is this a great system? I'm going in circles, I'm refusing to accept my emotions, and I'm constantly debating with my own inner consciousness as if it's a whole real person. Think about it. So many people resort to addictions with drugs or alcohol and meaningless adrenaline boosts. It's also fleeting and pointless, and it doesn't actually help them get over anything. That's true, but can't blame them either. They're in pain and they're just looking for something to fill the void. It's just unfortunate that it happens to be a maladaptive way of dealing with things. Totally. And it makes it worse. Way worse. You're super lucky. I wouldn't jump to describe this situation as lucky. Eh, Relatively lucky. Why can't you just accept your feelings as a normal thing and talk about them instead of trying to be all hard and macho and I never feel anything? You could even consider going to therapy too. It might actually help. It's a much healthier way to process emotions that are this heavy. There's no point in trying to find healthy, blindly optimistic ways to work around this because there is nothing about this that could be positive. And I doubt therapy would work either. And it's doubly difficult if my mind is constantly in conflict about this, like it is now. So please, just let it go. Hey, hey, are you listening? Can you hear what I'm saying? Or are you just ignoring me? Oi, oi. Do you remember that one time when. Do you ever think about that? You want to see something funny? You want to see something sad? Hey, am I being too loud? You just had to. You couldn't keep quiet for 5 minutes, you annoying, insufferable. Hey, watch what you're saying. Don't be mean to yourself. And stop arguing with your own head. What do you think I'm trying to do? What it seems like to me is that you're trying to do something pretty important, but you're still thinking about her, even though you don't want to. No, I'm actually trying to work here, but you keep saying random things and bringing up old memories of her, and then I get distracted. That is literally what I just said. No, 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 no. You don't get it. I just want to get on with my work, get back into my routine, move on, and let everything go back to normal. But I keep coming back here, right here, to this exact point that I started out. That's just the thing. You are 100% going to keep going in circles if you follow that mindset. You can't just bury all your feelings under piles of work entitled productivity. You actually need to process what you feel in your own time before you get on with the rest of your life, because otherwise, like you said, it will keep coming back to you and you'll never fully heal. How does that matter? Whether I heal or not, life has to go on, and I can't be stuck sitting here and taking a mental health day or whatever. First of all, that's lame. Second of all, no one is asking you to do that. These problems aren't going to go away in just a day. I hope you know that. I'm well aware of that. Thank you. It's been weeks and I haven't gotten anywhere. I'm stuck. Completely stuck. I can't even do this simple assignment because I keep zoning out and thinking about how miserable I am. Then that should be your biggest sign that you should stop pushing your feelings aside and actually start paying attention to them instead. Why? You already know why. We've gone over this so many times. It's for your own good, not that. Why am I arguing with myself so much? It feels like my mind is split into two. One side trying to get me to deal with it, the other side trying to push it away. This definitely has to be a sign of insanity or something. I know it's a confusing time for us right now, but just follow the logic and reason. It makes a lot more sense for you to actually process your feelings instead of pretending like everything is fine. Because as you can clearly see, that isn't working out. The one area in my life where I would like to have some peace and quiet is my own mind. But I very obviously don't even have that anymore. I'm not doing this right now. Hey, do you remember that one time when she was just completely. You know, for someone who is actively trying not to think about this, You sure do spend a lot of time spiraling into it. I'm aware of that. You're not going to escape this by taking your coward's way out. There is a much better way to approach this, and you know that. We don't know that that is better. We do know that it's better. Stop denying it. Right now, it's just bubbling up inside you, and you have no outlet for it. It's too much for you to take, and you will feel like you're going mad. Yeah? Well, you better catch up because I already feel like I'm going mad. Who else sits and has full fledged arguments with their own consciousness as if it's another person? You're not going mad. And in fact, we've already been making a lot of progress. We've been talking a bit, remember, about how you feel stuck and the nightmares and all of that. We just need to keep doing that. That's it. But that's so hard. And dredging up all those feelings is so painful. I know, but that pain won't last forever. In the long run, it will help. Just talk. Just talk. Just talk. Just talk. Remember, Hood, you're not insane. Stop it. You're not listening. Just talk. I can help. You're not insane. I'm here to help. Just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Super slow. Just breathe. Nothing feels the same without her. And I miss her so much. Everything around me reminds me of her. But she's gone and she's never coming back. But how does that matter? Because I'm still here. I'm still stuck here, reliving the same awful day over and over again. And this is just how the rest of my life is going to be. I don't want to keep feeling like this all the time. It hurts so much, and I'm so tired. I know. The past few weeks have been really hard. You have never known what it's like without her, and now you have to live a life that is devoid of her. You don't just immediately get used to that and spring back into normal routines. It takes time, patience, and acceptance. We need to be gentle to ourselves. Yeah, but thinking about it and talking about it makes it feel so real. Right now, it just feels like a faded memory or something that never actually happened. But do you really want to completely forget her? Do you want her to become someone that never existed? Oh, obviously not. I always want to remember her, but I just never thought there would be a time where I would have to remember her. She was just already there. Always. And she still will always be right there with you. Grief is the most potent reminder to us of how much we loved someone or cared about them. It can be the most painful but the most pure way to experience real love. It doesn't have to be a negative feeling that you push away. Yeah, and I don't have to keep doing this all the time because that hurts even more. Exactly. And talking about how that makes you feel will help you understand it so much better, and it will clear up your head a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It just seems like a lot to take. I know, but we'll get through it together. Don't worry about it, okay? Why do I not have any good, clear ideas of what to draw? You know, you don't have to draw something if you don't have the idea in mind, right? No, I know that. It's just that I have so many things going through my head, and the best way for me to express all that is to draw it out somehow. Maybe you could draw something food related. I could draw a person with a ridiculously outstretched arm holding an apple that is too far out of reach to ever eat. Man, that is dark. I told you, this is the best way that I can express all the thoughts I'm feeling, but I can't have the words for. Then go for it. Unattainable apple is actually a pretty good idea. You know, I haven't acknowledged it properly, but we've been making pretty good progress. You know, we actually have. Right? I've been drinking water, been eating 3 meals a day, I've been finishing up my assignments. But you know what's even cooler than that? What? You're not trying to bottle up your feelings anymore. We've actually been talking about them and actively thinking about them. That is the biggest improvement. Yeah, it is way better than what it was before. And I feel like those small bits of therapy I'm doing really help because it helps me understand it so much better. See, I told you therapy would help. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. Highly unlikely. Quite the opposite. When? A long time ago. Did you just keep it to yourself? No, I would have listened. You think? Whatever. See? Told you it wasn't that hard. Hey, it wasn't as horrible as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still pretty hard. Well, nothing worth doing is easy. True. I'm proud of us. Very proud. We have come a long way. And we still have a ways to go, but we're already getting there. One step at a time. Told you it would work. Yeah. It always works out somehow. Yeah, sure. Somehow. You know who would have absolutely loved doing this? She would have loved doing this. This is exactly her kind of jam. She could spend hours doing this and not get bored. And she was such a genius at everything math related in general. Whereas I can't even tell you the number of zeros in a lakh. Hey, don't dumb yourself down that much. It's 5 zeros. Yeah, yeah, that's right. But no, my point is that she would have really liked doing this and she would have helped me with it too. She somehow always knew exactly where I was making a mistake and the best way to fix it. But I do think we've gotten a lot better at doing these kind of calculations without her. You did used to be quite terrible, like you said. Mm-hmm. But I think you definitely picked up a lot of skills just by watching her do this. And now it's like you carry that part of her with you. Yeah, it's nice to think of it in that way. I like doing things that she liked, things that remind me of her. I feel I feel more connected to her in that way. Do you think we'll always remember her? As in, for the rest of our lives? And remember her strongly and passionately and not less like it's a faded memory. I think we will. I really think we will. She was that special. She was. She really was. One day, this voice will be softer. The thoughts will slow down. The pain will fade. Memories won't burn to remember. The nightmares will cease. The self doubt will evolve into faith. One day, we'll be okay.